Hello and welcome to a live webcast interview in association with C3's PopGoss and Virtue TV. We have, of course, Victoria Beckham.
That's nice, isn't it?
Crikey, that is nice. Well, you said way back in July you came to us first and you said you'd come back again and you're here. So first of all, I'd say thanks very much for honouring that promise and being back.
No, thank you. It's fantastic. I mean, the amount of people that are logging onto the website, and I've been on the, I go on the message board quite often and just watch what everybody's saying, and I think I've got some amazing fans out there. And just thank you all so much. It means so much. You take everything so much more personally when you're doing it on your own, and I've just got some amazing fans. So thank you.
Okay, now the single is finally out. It's out today.
It is.
How does it feel?
I am really nervous. I know there's been a lot of speculation. Is this record going to be #1? And I've done everything that I can do. I mean, I've been working really, really hard. But the competition's really, really hard. And I've got a great album that I'm looking forward to. So whatever happens with this single, and by the way, thank you to everybody who's actually been and bought it. There's more to come. This is just a taster. So whatever happens this week, there's some fantastic stuff. I think that to the media it really matters. They like to have this huge battle. Who's going to be #1? At the end of the day, Kylie Minogue has been around a lot longer than I have. I've got a great record, an amazing album. The reviews have been fantastic. So I have to look long term and think whatever happens, I've got some fantastic fans out there, and the music on the album is amazing. So I'm just looking forward to that, and just saying thank you for everybody who is trying to get me there. And we'll just have to see what happens. Let's let the fans decide.
Okay, and of course the album is it's only 2 weeks now.
2 weeks away.
Wow.
I mean, I am nervous about it because I think that people don't know me that well as a solo artist, so they don't know what to expect. But I'm hoping you'll like it. The people that have heard it have said that they're very surprised, which I'll take as a compliment. So I'm just looking forward to the fans.
In what way?
Surprised because it is really good. I mean, I would say that, but there are 12 really good quality songs on there. 9 I've written myself. So I think it's going to be one of those albums that when people hear, I think those preconceptions will change and people will start accepting me more and more as a solo artist.
Brilliant. Well, we have had absolutely thousands of questions,
as
we always do when it's you.
Good.
So I'm going to start rattling some off and try and get through as many as we can. Start off with Christopher, who asked Victoria, when you were a kid, did you enjoy school?
No, Christopher, I didn't enjoy school at all. I mean, I think a lot of you out there have been reading my autobiography, and in there I explained that I did have quite a hard time at school with bullying. But the one thing I would say is whether you enjoy school or not, I'm proof that if you work really, really hard, you can succeed. I was never particularly clever at school, but you just got to work really, really hard. And I'm proof that it can pay off. So whether you enjoy it or not, you've got to be there. So just do the best you can and work hard.
You have no choice.
You have no choice.
Okay, Nagan asked Victoria, you have so many fans down here in Australia. Are you planning to come and visit us?
I would love to come to Australia. Absolutely love to. I want to get to as many countries as I can. But to actually come and tour, which is what would be a dream come true for me, I've got to sell lots of records. So we'll see. I mean, if the demand's there and enough people buy the album, then I will hopefully be coming, because I would absolutely love to. Because Brooklyn's never been to Australia, so I'd love to bring him down.
Okay. And there was one I just missed out from Megan, and that was pretty much the same question. Is your book and CD going to come out in America?
I'd love it to. I mean, I think what we're going to do is wait and see how things go in England and Europe. But definitely, I mean, a lot of the producers and writers and mixers as well that I've been working on the album with are actually from America. And they really want the record to come out there, and the record company seems into it. So hopefully I'll be coming to spend quite a bit of time in America next year, I'm hoping. If everything goes well, which I'm hoping it will.
Is there anywhere particularly that you'd like to go?
I'd like to go everywhere. I mean, when we were on tour with the Spice Girls, we travelled around the whole of America, and it's fantastic. So I'd like to go everywhere.
Can you imagine yourself doing that again? Because it's quite schlepp, isn't it, the whole way around?
I'd love to. I mean, people are saying to me, "Are you going to tour with this album?" And that would be a dream come true. I would absolutely love to do that. But to do that, you know, you can only do that if you sell a lot of records. Yeah.
I remember when you did a Spice tour. I mean, that was
it would be great. Tour. I mean, I suppose lots of the fans out there have been seeing, you know, my performances on a lot of the TVs. I would love to be able to put that on a big stage and do it live. I mean, I did GAY on Saturday night, and I sang live, and it went really well. I was really happy, so I'd love to do more. You know, you get a taster for it, but we'll have to see. If I sell enough records, hopefully I'll be in a position to be able to do that.
Okay, I was just going to interrupt there and say that you can actually see the GAY footage on victoriabeckham.mu very shortly.
Yeah.
It's actually going up.
Yeah, oh, I haven't seen that yet. I bet I look really sweaty. It was really hot. Look forward to that.
Yeah, did you enjoy it?
I loved it.
That must have been the first taste of it.
Yeah, I mean, I really loved it because, you know, I've never... Well, firstly, I've never sung live before. And, I wanted to prove everybody wrong and show that I can do it. And I did do that, and the amount of people afterwards that were coming up to me saying, wow, that was fantastic, you sounded great. So, you know, I'm going to put all those rumours to bed as well about, you know, my singing ability. So it was really, really good. Really enjoyed it.
Cool, good stuff. Beck Alexander asked Victoria, do you have any tattoos? Because in one of the pictures I have of you, it shows you with a small Celtic tattoo on your lower back. You were wearing a white top and white trousers.
I do have a tattoo on my back, a very small one. I have 3 little stars for myself, David and Brooklyn. But the good thing about tattoos is that you can get some really good fake tattoos. When I'm the bad girl doing Innocent Girl, I wear fake tattoos and, as we saw, obviously the fake piercing. So you don't have to get it done permanently, because the thing is with tattoos, you might change your mind about them. So you're better to fake it, and you can get some amazing fake tattoos. And you can get some glittery fake tattoos as well.
Yeah, I never really understand why people do it permanently, because the fake ones look, you cannot tell.
Exactly,
I mean,
they look just
exactly
as
the
good.
same, but then you've got a choice.
And you can change them as well. That's the great thing about them.
But, yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend you do it permanently.
Okay, Deborah asked Victoria, hey Victoria, love your single. What's the best thing in your life you've ever done?
Thank you. Glad you like the record. The best thing in my life I've ever done would be definitely getting married and having Brooklyn. I love, you know, obviously that's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Is that 2 things?
That's 2 things. Well, I'd say the best thing would definitely be having Brooklyn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ask another couple of questions, and we're going to take it to the floor. You're going to
take it to the floor, but you're going to spin on your head or something.
Yeah.
He's going to roll out his lino and off he goes.
We're going to get some people asking questions. Have you a book signing in London soon? If yes, when? And that's from Jane.
I had a book signing today in Selfridges that was fantastic. I had lots of people turn up. I was really worried no one was going to turn up, actually. Because when you're actually on your own, you do get paranoid about things like that. So my mum and dad and all my family came, so if nobody else turned up, they could just go round and round and round and buy books to make me feel wanted. There is another book signing. I'm not actually sure when it is. Someone can maybe find out in a couple of weeks in London. But I've also got one in Birmingham. We should actually put up on the site
it's all up on the site anyway, so we can
it's up there somewhere.
Yeah, we'll tell you. It is a mine of information.
Okay.
Karen Easter asked Victoria, what lip gloss and eyeshadow, as in the picture, do you use? I think you look fab.
I actually wear MAC lip gloss and eyeliner. And in actual fact, you know what? Who's that likes it?
I've lost it.
We should do a competition and I'll give away some makeup.
Karen Easter.
Okay, yeah, I'll get the actual lip gloss and the lip liner that I wear, and we can do a competition and you can try and win it. So we'll do that.
Brilliant.
So I'll give you that. That's
exclusive.
Good.
Excellent. Can we have a few questions from the audience here? Because I know there's a bit of clapping there, and I think it would be nice to bring a few people in. Anybody got a question? Okay.
Okay.
Lady or young girl in red dress, red top.
Do you think you'll ever go into movies?
I don't know. I think if the right part came up, I might consider it. But there's been so many rumours of films that I've supposedly been involved in, and they're complete rumours. I had nothing to do with them. But if the right thing came up, I might do. But at the moment, I love making the music, so I'm going to concentrate on that. But you never know at some point.
What might be the right thing? What type? Because I know Emma was in the chat today, she was saying like comedies and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a comedy might be quite funny. I don't know. Pressure's on to be humorous, though, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah. It's not funny.
Yeah.
I'm trying as hard as I can.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'd love to say a really glamorous part, but it probably wouldn't be very me deep down. So we'll wait and see.
Okay, another question. Okay, where's the mic? Can we pass it to the front there, please? What's your name, by the way? Can you tell us who you are?
B.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Have you achieved your childhood goal, or is there anything else you want to do?
That's a good question, actually. I suppose to a certain extent. I mean, when I was younger, I always wanted to be famous. I always wanted to be a singer and a dancer. And obviously, I've been hugely successful with the Spice Girls. And I never even dreamed I would be that successful. But I am very ambitious, you know, and I'm still thinking. I worked really, really hard on my album. It's a great record, and I'd like to achieve some success as a solo artist. You know, I'm very proud to be Posh Spice. But for the first time I'm saying this is Victoria Beckham. There's a lot now that I'd like to achieve as me. So maybe I'm just being greedy, I don't know. But, you know, I love what I do, and I'd love to be able to get a bit of success as a solo artist.
Cool. Next question. Right, all the way to the back, if we can pass the mic round there.
A very smart young lady up the back, yeah, looking very smart with a slicked down hair.
Sorry, what's your name?
Katrina.
Hello.
Hello.
As a lot of other artists, they bring out their own clothes and designs, all the rest of it. I can see your new logo up on the internet site. Is VB going to be a brand label?
Oh, I don't know. I'd like to think at some point in the future I could do that. I mean, I think that the reason why we actually designed that logo was so that I could wear it on clothes, we could have it as backdrops, you know, we've got it on the front of the CD. So maybe at some point I'd like to think that would be a possibility. Yeah.
Got any more questions? Oh, back down to the front again.
Hello.
Hi. If you get to number 1 on Sunday, what will you do to celebrate?
Oh, goodness me. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even really thinking about that. For me, and I really mean this, I know a lot of people say it and they don't mean it, but if I get a top 5 record, I'll be really happy, because it's because we've been, obviously the Spice Girls, every record that we released went to number 1, so people do lay so much attention on getting a number 1, and the pressure is really on. But I think for me as a solo artist, to come somewhere in the top 5 with my first record would be a huge achievement, and there's lots of really great records to come off the album. But I don't know what I'd do, to be honest with you.
Well, how are you going to celebrate?
Well, whatever. Even if it's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll be with David and Brooklyn, just the 3 of us, and probably something quite low key, just sort of dinner at home, that kind of thing.
Okay, do we have any more before we go back? Oh, yes, we do. Gentleman in the middle.
Hello.
Neil, could you tell me how proud you were after the 5-1 victory against Germany, please? Is that possible?
Yeah, I was so proud of David. I mean, he works so hard, and he's taking the responsibility of being England captain so seriously. I'm just proud of him. I mean, what can I say? He's fantastic. He's so talented. So I was very, very proud of him. And the whole team, the whole team did really, really well. Very proud.
Okay. Any more before we go? Oh, we have. Gentleman at the back.
Hello.
Hello. Can we expect anything from the Spice Girls anytime soon?
Not at the moment. We're concentrating on our solo careers, and all the fans out there have been so supportive of us all individually, which is fantastic. At some point, you never know. We've never said we're not going to do anything anymore. We've never had any need to, because we're all cool about each other doing our own things. But you never know at some point, but not just yet.
Okay, okay, gentleman on the end, a couple more.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Hello.
Which of the other solo Spice albums was your favourite?
Oh, I'm going to sound really diplomatic now and say that I like everybody's. I do. I generally like all the girls. I think what's great about everything that we're doing is it's all very different. We're going down completely different musical kind of avenues. There you go. Anyone else?
Are you still friends with Jerry Halliwell?
I haven't seen Jerry for a long, long time. I mean, again, there's been so much speculation in the press, are we getting on, aren't we getting on, how apparently we turn up for road shows and we don't want to be anywhere near each other. And as far as I'm concerned, I can't speak on behalf of Jerry, but as far as I'm concerned, that's really not an issue at all. I think sometimes the press like to create this whole battle, and someone's got a problem with someone, and as far as I'm concerned, that's never the case. If I was to see Jerry, then, it'd be nice to see her and say hi and have a chat. So I don't have a problem with her at all. But she's doing her own thing, and it was her decision to kind of back off, if you like. So that, I have to respect her for that. But if I saw her, then I'd definitely be friendly. I don't have a problem at all with her.
Okay, one last question. Who haven't we had? Have we had a question for you?
Oh, look, this little boy as well.
Okay,
we have to have two. We have to have two. Okay.
What's your favourite David Beckham hairstyle?
What do I like? I like him with his skinhead that he's got going on now. But I do think that the Mohican was obviously good for aerodynamics because he was running really fast when he had that hair. It was like run faster hair. I kind of like them all. I think they all suit him, but I do like the skinhead.
Okay, and I did say just one last question from you. Can you give us your name as well?
Lucy.
Hello.
What was the last CD you bought?
The last CD I bought was the Usher album. I'm a big fan of Usher. Good record. We like that.
Okay, well, thank you very much for those questions
Thank you.
from the audience. We'll carry on. We'll carry on with the questions from the web.
Okay.
Xavier asked Victoria, hi Victoria, are you going to do a competition to choose your new single like Emma did?
Ooh. I don't know. That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite good.
I haven't thought about it, but I will do now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like that. Good idea.
Have you had any ideas on the next single? I know obviously it's only this single out this week. But
Well, we're in a really good position because the album's very strong, and I mean, we have a choice of about 6 or 7 tracks for the second single. I've got a rough idea, but we've got a big choice, so we'll have to wait and see. But that's a good idea about putting a competition up.
Okay, well, maybe we'll see more about that then. How do you not let the horrible tabloid stories get to you? And that's from Tara. That's a good question.
To be honest with you, I used to read the newspapers all the time, but I don't read them anymore because, as much as you're a celebrity and you are putting yourself up for criticism to a certain extent, things are hurtful. I'm only human, and it upsets my family, so we don't read the newspapers anymore. And at the end of the day, I go home and I've got David and I've got Brooklyn and I've got a great mum and dad, and that's what kind of keeps me going. And also, when I do things like this and I've got some great people here who like what I'm doing, all these people that have been logging onto my internet site, like what I'm doing. And I had a book signing today and people were coming up to me saying, I love the single, I love the book. And sometimes you can forget about that because you do concentrate on all the negative things that are said about you. Whereas it's when you do things like this that you forget about that and you think, now these are the people that really matter,
It always makes so much more of a stink when one person phones in, say they watch a programme, they phone in to complain about it and it gets reported on. Whereas the majority of people actually really like that, but the media will pick up always on the bad thing, and it's just so annoying.
Exactly, that's the thing. I mean, it quite made me laugh actually because everybody, in the press they've been saying, oh, she can't sing, she can't this, she can't that. So I do a show, I sing live, and no one says anything. And it's but that's just one of those things, and I would never complain about the press because you need them as much as they need you. But what's great is to come here and see all these people that have turned up to see me, and all the people that are logging onto the site every day, and the people out there that are going and buying the record.
Yeah, the important things.
Can't argue with record sales.
You can't, can you? Tone asks Victoria, do you and David ever have a fight, or are you just happy all the time?
We are happy all the time. No, I can get a bit stroppy and a bit grumpy and stomp around the house, but no, we don't argue a lot. I mean, we're more like best friends, as well. And we spend quite a lot of time apart, obviously David working and me working as well. So when we're together, the last thing we'd want to do is argue.
So there's nothing at all that gets slightly on your nerves?
No. He's very calm. Sometimes I'll say, don't you ever get angry, because I'm a bit more fiery than David. But no, he's good. I think in a relationship it's good to have a slightly calmer personality. He's calm, but, he knows what he wants, and he's very strong-minded. We complement each other.
Nancy asks Victoria, how does she feel about the remix of Spiller's Groovejet with her voice on it? Okay, so apparently there's a mix out there with Groovejet with your voice on it.
I actually think it's quite good. I mean, this was another thing, there's loads of speculation saying she's not happy about this, she wants to ban it. And, you know, that was not the case at all. I mean, I think it's, you know, it's good. No one actually asked me about releasing it.
You asked if they could use this?
No. I mean, you know, I'm fine with that. I mean, it's quite cool. It's a funny idea, it made me laugh. But no, I'm fine with that.
But what about the idea? Because I guess if anyone just sampled anything and put it into whatever, that'd be... Could be more contentious than that, for example.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. But they haven't actually asked me if they can release it, so I don't imagine it would be a single. No, it's good, and apparently it's been going down well in the clubs, so... Okay,
that's fair enough then. Jacob asked Victoria, who is the best player in Man U beside David?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not that good at football. Well, I'm rubbish at football, actually. I don't know. Who's a really good player there?
Veron's quite good.
I don't know who anybody is. I'll say Gary Neville because I know him. He's a friend, and he's good, and he always seems to be playing.
Yes, well, they're all kind of quite good, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to me, I was on the telly the other day. I was on like CD UK or something, playing football, SMTV. I was so bad.
That's where you have to shoot and score a goal.
Oh my goodness, I was so bad. David was so humiliated.
but were you wearing football boots?
Well, no, but that's no excuse. I was terrible. I just got nowhere near the goal. So I'm not playing for Man U, so that's all right.
Wow. Okay, Lisa asked Victoria, how do you keep your hair so shiny and pretty?
I have a good hairdresser. I can't do my own hair very well. But I don't ever use expensive shampoos or conditioners. I mean, I literally use whatever is there, 2-in-1, anything. So it's...
Isn't that really bad for your hair, 2-in-1?
Probably, but I don't know. I mean, I just literally... It's nothing flashy. It's just regular shampoo and regular conditioner. It's probably because there's always a light shine. You know, like when you're on stage, that's probably all it is the light shining. Yeah.
Hannah asked Victoria, how do you dance in high heel shoes?
I've had a lot of practice. Being Posh Spice gives you really good practice dancing in high heels. So yeah, that's good work experience, isn't it?
Yeah. What's your favourite kind of dance?
My favourite kind of dancing? I love the kind of dancing I do as the bad girl. You know, because you get the opportunity to really show that you can dance. There's some bits where you sort of like crawling along the floor, you know, that kind of thing. Because I was a trained dancer, so it's good to actually be able to take the high heels off and dance properly.
Cool. What is your favourite animal from Juliana?
My favourite animal is actually the panther that's actually on the VB logo and also on the cover of the album. I like panthers.
Why?
Because they're sleek black cats. I just like them. I think they're really pretty. But I have to say, when I was doing that photo shoot, that is actually a real panther that is in that photograph. And it was actually quite scary because they actually gave me meat to hold in my hand, and this cat was kind of, you know, eating this meat. And it was actually quite scary because they're not actually that tame, panthers. Funnily enough, they can be quite scary. So it's quite nerve-wracking.
People were a bit worried, weren't they?
Yeah, but they've got an amazing coat, so yeah.
What's your second favourite animal, by the way?
I'd have to say my dog. I've got 2 Japanese Spits, so I like dogs.
Okay, I think there's some psychology, isn't there, behind which animals you like?
Really? Well, let's not go into that. I hate to think what that makes me.
Stephen Lowe asked Victoria, was it you who designed your VB logo? If so, why did you choose a cat? Okay, similar lines.
Just because I think that it looked really cool, and I do love panthers, and it just looked really good, you know.
Okay. How long did it take to write your autobiography from Devon?
A long time. I mean, I spent about 2 years working on the autobiography and the album. The autobiography was probably about 18 months, 6 hours a day. It was a lot of work. But I'm so happy with it. When I saw the book for the first time, I only saw it about 4 days ago, and I was amazed at the quality of it, because I'd only seen it like on a computer when I was writing it. So I'm really happy with it, but it took a long, long time.
Okay. And I guess some people might say it's quite soon to do an autobiography, but of course you've packed in a heck of a lot over the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people say, why write an autobiography at 27, and that's because people are interested at the moment. You know, I don't know how long people are going to be interested in me for. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be a long time. But also, you know, I think this book's going to be inspirational to children. You know, like I said before, I'm proof that if you work hard, you can succeed, you know. I mean, when I was at school and teachers said to me, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to be a dancer. They said, no, what do you really want to do? And my message to kids are, whatever you want to do, if you want to be a spaceman, then you can do that, you know, you work hard. And I think that the book can be inspirational. Also, I think that for young mums out there as well, it's good. I just felt that the timing was right, you know. I might only be young, but being with the Spice Girls and married to David, so much has gone on in my life that I wanted, for once, and you know, I'd like the truth to be available to people. If they choose to read it, then they'll get to know the real me, see my personality, you know, my mouth that I often open and jump in with 2 feet. You know, you really see the real me.
Okay. We've only got 5 minutes, so we'll start whizzing through. Rachel Jones asked Victoria, before you met Lorraine Kelly, she was told that you would be rude and have a big entourage of people around you. Does this upset you, as before people are even meeting you, they are judging you?
Yeah, I mean, it does upset me. I think people do have a lot of preconceptions because of what's in the papers and the rumours that fly around. And people do sort of paint a picture of you and have all these preconceptions. And the only time that people really see me is when they meet me or in an interview situation. And Lorraine Kelly, I mean, after I'd been with her for about 20 minutes, she said to me, you are totally different to what I imagined. Because people do get an impression when they see these pictures in the paper. You know, and I'm a normal woman, you know, I'm friendly, easygoing. I don't have a huge entourage of people. You know, I mean, when I was recording my album, it was literally just me and Brooklyn and my mum, you know, travelling around America, recording, and also in London. So I think I am quite difficult. Yeah, difficult? No, different. I'm not difficult at all, actually. That was a slip of the tongue. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm really easygoing, and hopefully the more that I do, the more people will see that. I mean, you only have to look at my site to see that my tongue is well and truly wedged in the side of my cheek.
Exactly. We're going backwards. That's a bit confusing. Oh, I don't know where I am now. Okay, Angel asked Victoria, have you ever overheard people talking about you when they didn't know you were nearby? And if so, what were they saying? I guess that's time when you're in the toilet or something and you hear them out front.
No, I haven't experienced that yet. But if they did, I'd probably just hide and put my fingers in my ears. I haven't experienced that yet. Okay,
Vessa Perkil asked Victoria, are you still taking ballet lessons? Or how about modern dance? Do you still take lessons?
I was taking ballet lessons until really recently, actually. I'm too busy to actually do it at the moment. But when things calm down a bit, I think I will go back to ballet. And I might try a bit of modern as well. And tap, you see, I was always quite good at tap dancing. You don't look very
sorry,
impressed by
I was trying to...
You're not very impressed by tap dancing, fine.
Hello.
Hello.
That's Chris.
Okay.
Who's in your CD player at the moment? And I think that means what's in your CD as opposed to who is.
Okay, what's in my CD at the moment? Like I said, the most recent CD that I bought is actually Usher. So I'd have to say Usher. Okay. Very good. And I'm in there, of course, as well. You know, I listen to my CD as well.
Good. Verity asked Victoria, did you really support Manchester United even before you met David?
I didn't. I mean, I didn't really know a lot about football. I didn't support anybody, but I have got a bit more into it now. So I do support them, and I will be going to the game tomorrow night. Yeah, so yeah, I enjoy it now, and Brooklyn loves it as well. So I do actually get quite into it, you know. You'll see me in the terraces, you know. Starting off the old Mexican way, no, I'm only joking. But I'm quite into it now.
Okay, well, we've got to finish up, just take one last question. Ricardo asked Victoria, hi Victoria, what is your inspiration to write songs? Quite a good question to finish.
The inspiration behind writing this album has really been my family and the fans, really. I mean, when you actually listen to the album when it comes out, I think that my family values really shine through in this record. You know, I've written a song for David, I've written a song for Brooklyn. Brooklyn was with me throughout recording most of the album, so it's a really nice, you know, happy record. Lots of lovely ballads. There's some more dancey tunes on there as well for all you sort of dancey people out there. So yeah, I was just really happy, and I was having a great time, you know, just walking around on my own, doing my own thing. And I think that really shows through with the record. It's a really personal album, you know, it's really heartfelt, lots of personal lyrics on there. So I feel like it's my second baby that I've given birth to. So I'm very excited about it.
You can't argue with values as such as that.
You can't. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm afraid we've got to finish because we've run out of time. Thanks ever so much for being here.
No, thank you.
For answering our questions. Victoria Beckham.
Thank you.